What's going on, friends? Thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading on what your first time will be like. So whatever first time that is, whether it's a kiss, a roll in the hay, your romantic date, it could be in that order, or it can be vice versa, whatever order, whatever order it fits your story the most. We're gonna figure it out. You know, it can be the first time you find love, whatever you're asking about. Pile number 1, you have the clear crystal quartz. Pile number 2, you have this geode. Pile number 3, you have the amethyst. So which pile do you feel is drawing you in the most? This is a lovely, lovely suggestion from the awesome IVM. She asked me to do a reading on your first intimate encounter. So absolutely, and this is for all genders. I wanted to make it for everybody. So I hope that you enjoy this. Everyone, please do consider subscribing if you're new, and if you're not, thank you for returning. I really appreciate you. So we have all the timestamps below. Go for it. If you need more time, just go for that too. Pause the video, take your time, don't rush, and you can choose more than one pile by all means, okay? Whatever you wish. I'll see you over in the timestamps, and I thank you for choosing me today. Number 1, you're first. Pile number 1, you have the clear crystal quartz. Let's see what is happening here in your story. Just a few rules of thumbs here before we get into your reading. I want just something for you to ponder. So number 1, this is not a prediction. This is based on the current energy that I'm picking up on, the current blueprint. Things can always change. And number 2, this is not a personal reading. This can hit your home maybe 2% of your message. So if you want a personal reading, please do check me out on Etsy. And the third thing here is that if a card resonates with you in a different way than how I'm explaining it, please pause on that card and take some time to see what that means for you. Interpret it with your own intuition. 2 intuitions are better than 1. I always say that with my personal readings as well. You don't always have to take my word for it. In the first card, we have apathetic. So this is your energy. So we have your energy, your person's energy, together, the potential outcome. 4 cards. So this is your energy. So maybe you're feeling like it's too vanilla, not spicy enough. There's not enough sparks. There's not enough to keep you wanting more. There's not enough for you to say, hey, can I meet your parents? Can I see the inside of your home? If that hasn't happened yet. I don't know, like this just, your first encounter is going to be not what you expected it to be. Maybe you had some kind of dream, or you've been watching a lot of romantic comedies or romantic movies where you see things from that lens, you know. It's not what it was cracked up to be. You didn't hear the movie songs, the movie bells, you know. And I think that it could have been more enjoyable or more fun or more, spark inducing if you didn't have those high expectations. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was all about the hype. Like, you know, when they hyped up all these movies in the movie theater, and then you see the trailer, and the trailer basically gives everything away. But that's not the point. The point is you watch the movie and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been hearing about this movie for 2 years, and it's not even all that it was cracked up to be. What the freak? And it's disappointing. So maybe that's your whole ordeal here. So, you know, the next thing you should do is to not set yourself up for those high expectations the second time around, or whoever you date next, if this didn't work out between you guys. Or if you guys are still in this connection, try not to, you know, envision, oh my gosh, I hope it's just like the movies. Try to make it better the second time around. Add more oomph to it. Get creative. You know, see that you can spark the romance first. Sometimes you need romance to ignite everything else, to get the train running for everything else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting with that apathetic here. But see, and it says, I turn boredom into beauty. So you being like the Page of Wands, and you being like the Page of Cups, you bringing the cup, right, of love, of interest, of excitement, and getting creative with it, with the Page of Wands, right? Bringing that fire. So it takes 2. So if you weren't feeling it, your person probably wasn't feeling it. You guys are probably bouncing those energies off of each other. So if you bring the fire and the passion and the creativity, your person will follow suit, and vice versa. If your person does what they have to do to make things interesting, then you're going to be like, oh, okay, this person is serious. Okay, I'm going to give my all as well. The next card here is what they were feeling. this, they were having a good time. They were feeling really good. They were feeling very sexual and sensual with you. So they were having fun and you not so much. So this could be that this is just who they are. You know, they're fine in their own skin. They think they're delivering. They're performing. They think that they're good in bed, or they're good at communicating, or they're good in the romance department. They think everything's all fine and dandy. So of course they're not going to see anything wrong. They're not going to know how you're feeling, because they're feeling mighty good here in this energy. So you need to vocalize. You need to say, this is what I like, this is what I don't, this is what I expect from you. If you can meet me halfway, what do you expect from me? You know, and not have high expectations. Just, you know, voicing what you like and what you don't like, and what would improve this energy or the connection or this activity, whatever activity, whether it's dating, whatever, getting to know each other, whatever. Maybe you guys are in the beginning stages where you guys are just brand new, but you still feel bored. You could say, hey, look, let's go out, let's go across town for a bite to eat at a new restaurant that we've never been to. And if this person's like, no, I'm not into it, then you can be like, all right, well, I guess we'll see each other when we see each other. I don't know. You decide what you feel is right. I can't tell you what's what. But you can get creative if, keep trying. Don't give up. So they're feeling like nothing's wrong. So you need to open your mouth and say something, because it's not going to happen. You can't assume that they're going to know what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you're wanting, and vice versa. The next thing here is together. Together. When you guys are together, it's toxic. See, I do see incompatibility here. You're like, nah, not feeling it. He's like, yeah, I'm feeling it. Or she's like, yeah, I'm feeling it. So much I want to have a baby with you. Who knows? But together, there's something that's missing. There's no spark. There's no pizzazz. There's no fireworks. So what can you do to change this energy? Change this and get creative. And, maybe there's something else that's missing. Maybe you guys are not trusting or not on the same page. Maybe one person is just very low-key and the other person isn't. You guys gotta figure out how to meet halfway. Turn boredom into beauty. See, make it. Life is what you make it. Your romance, your sex life, your friendship is what you make it. So make it, whatever that may be. So the next thing here is your potential outcome. What is this going to lead up to if you keep on down this path? You can take my advice, or you can not take my advice. Use your own intuition and your better judgment. What do you think is going to be the end result? So my intuition is saying, look, depression. Someone's not going to be happy in this connection. Someone is not very satisfied. You guys, this can be a brand new connection where you're just dating. And you're like, I'm bored out of my mind. Then what are you going to do about it so that you don't get here, this depression state? Time to make a change. Get creative. And if you can voice your opinions and tell what's on your heart and on your sleeve, share what's on your sleeve, wear your heart on your sleeve, whatever, then maybe you can make a change. And if you, by then, you keep saying your piece and nothing happens, then at least you know you tried, and you can move on and maybe find someone else who's more on your page, on the same wavelength as you. But at least you gave it your all. But don't do that. Don't just turn away. Don't turn your back without at least giving your input. Because your person, like I said, is not a mind reader. So you gotta let them know what's on your mind. And you can avoid this depression energy for sure. Healing emotional burdens, loss of hope or confidence. So maybe somebody's insecure, and they're feeling like they're not feeling this romance, this connection. Maybe they're going through something emotionally. Maybe you're going through something emotionally, and you're wanting more. Or I don't know what you're wanting, but this person is not aware of it, obviously. And this toxicity is saying that you guys are not on the same. It's not saying that you guys are, verbally attacking each other. It's not saying that if you guys come together, you're gonna, it's gonna get very abusive. It's not that. It's more like you guys are oil and water. It's hard to get acquainted. You can't find. There's no way it's gonna work because they're total opposites. Now I will say that opposites do attract, but in this case, there's something that is missing. There's a missing link. missing ingredients, if that makes sense. So that's what I have for you. If this resonates, then by all means let me know. This is my Feelings in Bloom Oracle, my Red Hat Love Oracle, these two, and this is my Lavender Love Dreams Oracle. Real dream interpretations, both shadow and light attributes, by doing research and inputting my own intuition. So if you really want this deck, any of my decks, they're all for sale on Etsy down below. Hey friends, I just wanted to let you know that I do have a tip jar if you would like to support this channel and keep the energy going. The energy exchange goes a long way. It helps me stay motivated with pick cards and other fun videos here on the channel. So there are different ways to do that. I have the join memberships right next to my subscribe button. If you click on that, you'll see all the different tiers that I offer. It's also reflective on Patreon, so whatever you decide to choose, it would mean so much to me, and your name gets put at the beginning of my videos to say thank you for your support. Pile number 2, hello to you. Thank you so much for choosing this pile. Let me know that you did so by putting number 2 in the comments. I'm trying to engage with everyone in the comments, so I would invite you to interact with this. Even if you're shy, you can put like a little heart. I really want to see more interaction, because it lets me know that I'm reaching out to people, or that I'm entertaining or providing insight. And I see those views popping up, but there's hardly any comments coming through. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What are they thinking? And I just want to, make sure I'm helping. So please let me know. You can just put emojis. You don't have to say anything. So I thank you so much for that. And now we're on to your message. So I have 4 different categories. Okay, friends. So this first card here for your energy is saying what you're bringing to the table, how you're feeling when you guys have your first encounter, whether it's a first date, first kiss, first roll in the hay, first meeting each other's parents, first whatever. You're feeling like you're in it to win it. You're feeling like, okay, I can be who I am truthfully, honestly with my person. And I don't think you were able to do that with your past relationships. At least if you were honest, or you were yourself authentically and 100%, then you were to a certain degree that way. But now you feel like you can just let go and be your total, true, authentic self. No hesitations. You wear it all out on the line. You just wear your heart on your sleeve and you just let go. And your person loves you unconditionally. That's how you see it. So I feel that you are totally in your own element with this person for your first time. Just totally letting loose, letting go, not having any worries or insecurities, no negativity, nothing. You're just totally in the moment. Lovely energy. You feel yourself. You feel good. You feel like you can, keep up with this for many, many years to come with your person. Like this is your last relationship. That's it. Just you and this person growing old together. That's how you're feeling. Now, if it doesn't hit your story, keep in mind this is general. And I do personal readings on my Etsy. And also keep in mind that this is not a prediction. This is on current energy. Tomorrow can always be changed. So I hope that you find a little sliver of your message, regardless of what we're getting here with this collective reading. So the next thing here is what they might feel for you. So in their first encounter with you, whether it's a first kiss, first date, whatever, first meeting, first, time intimately, they want to apologize. I don't know if they made you feel insecure, or because you don't feel insecure, you feel very good, you feel confident. But maybe they're feeling like, sorry, I can't give you more than what you're looking for, or sorry, I can't be as honest and authentic as you are. So maybe they have a little bit of hang-ups that they're not proud of. Maybe they have baggage, and they're wishing that they can be as pure and honest and authentic as you, but they have a little bit of something, that they're keeping to themselves, or something that they're not proud of. It could be that, oh man, I wish I never had. I wish, maybe this was your first time and this was not their first time. And so they're probably apologizing, for not waiting, even though they can't change the past. They probably had an intimacy with someone way before they knew you, so they can't change that. But I feel that maybe they're apologizing because they wish that they could have experienced this first time with you. Like it was your first time, they probably wish it was their first time with you. Even though it was, but all together, the first times for everything. And the other apology could be that maybe they feel that you're confident in your body, and maybe they're not so confident. Maybe they're not so secure. Maybe they're not so fit. Maybe they have some kind of insecurity about their body image. Maybe they're not confident at all, but you are. And so they're trying to match your energy. So you're both giving each other something. You have a bouquet of flowers, you have this snowflake. It's like you both want the same things, but somebody is lacking in the confidence and insecurity department. Maybe they don't feel that they're adequate enough. You're like this pure, loving person, and maybe this person feels that they're not that pure in your eyes, and they want you to see them in that way. So that's their apology. So whatever that is, you need to work that out. You need to, reassure them and say, look, there's nothing you should worry about. Whatever you did in the past, that's not our future. That's not our present moment. If you're worried about your body, I love your body. Like maybe you can give them a little bit of a confidence boost. Just a little pick-me-up. And that should help them. I don't think it's something heavy that you have to keep doing for many years. You look good today. You look good. You don't have to keep doing that. It's just more like, you have nothing to worry about. Let's keep it moving. I love you. We're in this together. That's all we should care about. And then they'll feel like, okay, you know what? What am I worried about? And then they can stop saying sorry all the time for no reason. Now the next thing here is your energy together. So your energy together is, I'm going to say with this energy, it's like saying someone is feeling insecure, and there's some kind of missing piece. There's some kind of emptiness. So they feel that they have to resolve that or fill that emptiness with, showing you love in financial form, material form. So if this person's insecure, they might feel like they have to make up for it by presenting things to you, giving you things, taking you places, buying these expensive tickets to places, or expensive dinners, or these expensive vacation trips, or whatever, paying your bills. And so you got to say, look, I don't care about that. I mean, I'm not telling you what to say. I'm saying if that's your story, you have to say, look, I don't need you to tell me you love me by showing me your dollar signs. I don't need you to buy my love. I don't need you to pay for my rent or my mortgage. I don't need that. I just want your love. So I don't know what they're feeling guilty about, that they have to substitute it with money or material stuff. I don't know what that is, but you have to figure it out if this is your story. Now the other side of this is that maybe they're feeling like, I don't know if they're feeling like they can't live up to your expectations, so they try to balance it out by saying, look, I have all this money. Look, maybe they feel inadequate, like I said. And so they're trying to impress you with their dollar signs. So you got to be like J-Lo. Look, love don't cost a thing. You can't buy my love. Can't buy me love. You can't. And now if you are the person that loves to be shown, that you're appreciated with love, I don't think this will last long. After a while, this person's going to get tired of wanting to have, or needing to have to provide financially. At first it's like, yes, okay, apologize, yes, I'm way out of your league. Maybe you feel like you're high and almighty, and this person doesn't feel like they're in your league, and so they probably feel like they're not living up to your expectations, so they probably want to substitute with money. And maybe you're like all about that. Maybe you're about, hey, yeah, that's my love language. I love being showered with gifts and money and you paying my bills. Maybe that's your love language. So I would say maybe you need to recalibrate your wants and needs and learn each other's love languages. So you might want to be showered with love by being bought things, but this person, there's so much that they can give. They can give, and then they're going to be the dried out tree left with nothing but a stump. And then what's going to happen next? They're going to wake up. They're going to be like, wait a minute, I've given you all that I've got. You milked my piggy bank dry. Now I'm left with nothing. And then they're going to have a big awakening, aha moment. So anyway, what I'm saying is, if you're in this relationship because of their money, then you have to kind of make a second, think about it again. Think again if this is who you want to end up with, because this person might not be okay with it 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. And you would have invested a lot of your time in this connection, and this person really, really loves you. You can tell. They're trying hard. They're apologizing. They're showing you other ways, you know. So just make sure you're in this connection for the right reasons, not monetary reasons, because it doesn't last that long, you know. So that's what I have for that. And then where is this going to lead up to? So whether your love language is about money and you love being showered with gifts, or maybe that's your love language, to give to people. Maybe you love to shower your person with money. It might not last that long. This person might want more than that. They might want more of you, you know. They might want you to really show up and perform in the love department, not just the financial department. They might want you to give your all, because you're authentic, or they're authentic, and they want you to be authentic with them. They want to see your heart. They want you to wear your heart. And so the disco ball is saying, look, free spirit, pleasure, and amusement. You guys having fun. If you guys can meet halfway, if you guys can figure out each other's love languages, you guys can go so far. So it can be something very innocent. So I would say recalibrate and figure out what your love language is. Find a balance, a halfway point, so that you guys can go far. And yeah, you find amusement, finding happiness within each other, finding a middle ground, totally being together on the same page. You guys can last a very long time. I see a lot of like improvements if you guys were, apology improvements if you guys were to work it out. And you know, keep in mind that the first time might be a little bit like, am I enough? I feel like this person doesn't feel like he or she is enough, or maybe you don't feel that way. Am I enough? Am I enough? That's the first time. But after that, things start to change. After that, start rolling. You start working out the kinks. You know, you start learning each other's body languages, love languages, all that. So just keep in mind that the first time might be a little bit of a weird situation, about a little bit of a hiccup. Your expectations might be totally wrong. You know, it's not what you expected, but you still feel good about it, maybe one of you. But then once you communicate, you'll get the ball rolling. Okay, friend? And then it'll feel more easier. You'll have more pleasure the second, third time, fourth time around. Whether it's just, having a date or whatever. Okay, friends? So thank you for watching. Let me know if this resonates. This is my Feelings in Bloom Oracle, my Red Hot Love Oracle, my 53 Shades of Love Oracle, and my Lavender Love Dreams Oracle for sale on Etsy as we speak. I'll catch you next time. Pile number 3, you have the Amethyst here. Let's see what is happening for your energy. So we have 4 positions. So the first one is how you're going to feel this for the first time. The second is how they're going to feel, what you're going to feel together, and the potential outcome. So let's get into it. So the first one here is fascinated. Wow. So you're going to be really, really into this. You're going to feel really like, okay, yes, I totally am digging this person. Okay, I can get used to this. All right, let's figure this out some more. Let's dive more into this. So if you're having a first date, let's say you're asking about your first date. All right, so what is this going to be like? I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Let me dive more into this person. Let me ask more questions. If this is like your first kiss, oh wait, I want more. Like that. If this is like your first time in, being intimate, it's like, oh, okay, well, let's see where else this can go. Like not wanting it to end, in other words. So I thoroughly explore my interests. So you're totally going to be taking this experience, this first experience. Totally. The next thing here is how they're going to feel. So they're going to trust you. They're going to trust you to, carry on this activity. So whether, you've taken the initiative and this person wanting you to take this, lead the dance, if you know what I'm saying. This person might want you to be the leader. This person might want you to call the shots and you like I said, initiate everything. So if you're having a first kiss, it's like, oh, it's all in your court. I'll let you decide. Maybe this person is very reserved and they want you to take the first step. And if it's something more deeper than that, it's like, okay, what would you like to do in this situation? It's like leaving it all in your hands. Maybe they really trust you in that way. They trust that you're not going to take advantage, or you're not going to disappoint them or hurt them, etc. So I say that this there's a whole transparency here. They're totally feeling good being with you, and they're trusting you. They're trusting that you're gonna make this a fun experience. So it's like they're kind of putting their hands up and they're saying, look, I'm in this. So wherever you want to take this is where I want to take this. So I think that's what's happening here. So, it takes a lot to trust someone. So the fact that they trust you when it comes to your first time, that says a lot. Very interested for sure. You and your person, both. Wow. The next thing here, together, your connection together for the first time. Wow. This is something, because we're talking about you guys being in the same energy. One person leading the dance floor. One person calling, just taking the initiative, leading the dance. Yeah, like I said, leading. One person trusting the other. So now we have the no-show. So what this is saying together is that you guys, you guys are, what I'm getting is there's no expectation here. You're just going with the flow. You don't have any expectation in mind. The glass is clear. It's not full of, oh my God, what is it going to be like? Oh my gosh, what if this? What if that? I don't want to do this. It's like anything's up in the air. It's like very clear, very transparent with each other. You're trusting each other. You're not having any hesitations. You're just going with the flow. That's what I'm getting with this no-show card, going with the flow. And now the other side of this is that maybe in the future you guys will, have a date or have a time to connect intimately, but one person will feel like they can't go through with it. Like maybe they're feeling like, hold on, let me take a step back. Maybe we're going too fast, So one person's available for the occasion, but the other person's maybe having second doubts. They're interested enough, but then when it comes to perform, they're like, wait a minute. And this can be the second time or the first time. Now the other message is that, you're so ready to, have that first kiss, have the first date, have that first intimate moment. You think about it, you trust that it's going to, work out, but then when it's time to actually take action, someone has cold feet. They're interested enough, but they can't go all the way. So go all the way with, the kiss or whatever goes past that, whatever is past that energy of the kissing moments, whatever is after that. Maybe you get cold feet, So this can be, very hesitation induced energy. Just, very, very cold feet, but interested, curious, but not being able to really let go, You trust, but you can't really, fully physically trust, if that makes sense. And so, I would say, just conversate. Trust that they will understand where you're coming from. Just be totally honest and say, look, I fantasized this. I was fascinated about it. I'm interested. I was curious about it. But when it comes to the actual activity, I don't think I'm ready. That's what you can, you can express that. Don't be so like, don't feel like you have to force yourself to perform or to take out this activity or take action on this activity because of what what you've told them or whatever. They will understand, okay? You have to trust that they will understand where you're coming from. This could be their first time too. They might understand in that way, or they might just really care about your feelings. They might have your feelings, take your feelings into consideration. So don't think that they're gonna not want to be with you the second time around. Or at all. It could be that they might feel disappointed, but they might be like, you know what, I totally get it. Whenever you're ready. And now the next thing here is, where will this take you guys? Where could this go if you guys were to, the potential outcome, what may happen. Now keep in mind, this is general. This is not a personal reading. I don't know who's watching this video, so it's impossible for me to get your energy, but I do personal readings on my Etsy shop if you're interested. And this is not a prediction, so that means anything goes. Today I can say something, and tomorrow is the complete opposite, because it depends on what actions you take, you know. You can totally change what we're picking up on, for sure. That's what I've learned doing tarot. So this fair world journey, however, is saying that you guys can take this to the next level. You guys can evolve and progress together. And the flip side is that you guys can evolve separately. You might say, you know what, this is not what I expected it to be. Let's just go our separate ways. Fair world journey. But it's a bittersweet journey. It's not like painful. It's not sad. It's like, okay, I at least tried this out, so I thought. And I don't think it's for me. So a desire for worldly pleasures, sadness, loss, and abandonment. And that's what's happening here, no show. So you can be so all in it, fascinated by it, whatever that may be. It can be, you know, this is your first boyfriend, and you're like, oh yes, yeah, I feel like I'm ready. And you've been dating for a while, and you know each other so well, you trust each other well. But when it's time to, you know, take it to the next level, someone doesn't feel like they're ready for it, and then they decide maybe we should, you know, part our ways and just come back to each other when we are both ready, or just take a little break, or maybe we can go down this path to discovering each other together and get more acquainted, trust each other more, build more of our trust together. You guys can be walking hand in hand down this path, or walking separately down this path. So either way, it's a beautiful journey, because there's something that needed to happen, you know? You needed to get here. Maybe this will help you find more of yourself and what you're looking for and what you're expecting in a connection. So that's what I have for you. If this makes sense, let me know. If not, then it doesn't. This is my Feelings in Bloom Oracle, my Red Hot Love Oracle, and my Lavender Love Dreams Oracles for sale. Buy any two, get $10 off with free USA shipping. My links are down below, and I thank you for your time.